hello. How are you? We're on the couch this time. Welcome back to episode 2 of the weekly recap. I think that's what I'm calling this, right? How's everybody doing? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Thomas James, aka TJ, or whatever else you want to call me. Welcome back. This is episode 2, and I know it's been a few weeks since episode 1. I hope you are all doing well. But Papa Squat, we're on the couch this episode. We're not in a chair. We're chilling. My couch is incredibly comfy, and it's this nice baby blue color too. So, let me. And we got the handheld mic now. I didn't feel like setting up the boom arm because that last episode, that thing was such a pain in the butt for me that I just kind of said, "Hold on, give me 1 second." We're still figuring things out here. It's the second episode. They're gonna get better as they go, but yeah, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Let me crack my LaCroix 1 second. I want to hear this. Nice crispy crack. Ready? Cover your ears. This might be loud. Ooh, I know that was loud. Sorry. Oh, that's tasty. Want to see this sweet koozie I got? Take a look at that. It says Neptune's Net, Malibu, California. And the funny story about that koozie is Neptune's Net. If you look it up, it's actually the place where a bunch of movies were shot there. But the one that I love it for, and my dad especially loves it for, is the first Fast and Furious. It's the restaurant where Dom and Brian are eating lunch and whatchamacallit. When my dad came out to visit me out in LA for the first time, we did a kind of a Fast and Furious tour. We went to the house because I'm in Echo Park, and the Toretto house in Fast and Furious is located in Echo Park, and so we went there and took a picture in front of it with a couple Coronas, and then we went to Neptune's Net and got the koozie. So that's the story behind that. But yeah, it's just a sweet koozie too. Okay, so welcome to episode 2. I need to start this episode by shouting out my friend, my boy, Paul Sarcinella, Paul Sarcy, because he called me out this morning a little bit. For those of you that don't know, I've had a consistency problem when it comes to posting on social media, specifically YouTube, over the past couple of years. Pretty much how it goes is I'll make a video every couple of months with a little bit of an update to my life, and then at the end I'll say, I'm sorry I haven't been consistent, but I promise I will be, and then you won't hear from me for a couple months. And I've repeated that cycle for a couple of years now, and but so when I posted the first episode of this, Paul texted me right after and he said, "Hey man, listen, I'm going to hold you to be accountable for this." And I was like, "Dude, love it. Thank you so much. That's amazing." Obviously I didn't post one last week, or I think it's been 2 weeks since I posted one, honestly. And I could make it whatever excuse I want. I mean, I was out of town, whatever. But I wake up to a text this morning from Paul saying, "TJ, I'm calling you out." I'm like, what? I checked my YouTube. Paul made a YouTube video with the title as @TJ McDudd or whatever, "I'm calling you out." And then he made a video about consistency and how he was going to hold me accountable and how he was going to do what I'd done in 2 years and a month on YouTube. So, that got me going. That got me fired up a little bit. So now, now I'm definitely going to be making these every week and more just so I can keep up with him, It's nice to have friends who are going to hold you accountable. So shout out, Paul. Love you, man. Appreciate you. I'm fired up now, ready to go. So my life has been interesting over the past couple of weeks. The big thing that happened to me, the big thing being, drum roll please. Where's my? Oh, I got an agent. Yeah, I got a commercial agent out here in Los Angeles. I am now represented commercially by Aqua Talent out here. Shout out, Jim Jordan, kind of been a mentor. I've been working for him and he helped set up everything. White Cross Management, and Aqua Talent, man. So yeah, I'm now represented commercially. Hopefully, I can start auditioning for some of the bigger projects. But yeah, now I can say I'm a represented actor. I have an agent. Crazy, right? And it happened much faster. And I know it's only commercial, but still, commercials make money. That's how you get paid, right? And you know what? Who knows what it can lead to? So it's all good stuff. So yeah, shout out Jim Jordan. Shout out White Cross Management. Shout out Aqua Talent. Incredibly excited to start auditioning for stuff. Yeah, So excited. So excited. But that's the biggest thing happened, and I still really can't believe it. And I'm a little late to the ball and updating everybody. That happened a couple weeks ago. But I've been out of town. I was back in Cincinnati for Oktoberfest, which was great. Shout out Cincy. But yeah, I'm a signed actor now, represented actor, I should say. So who knows where it's gonna go? I'm very, very excited. I've done some commercial work in the past. I think I talked about that in the last episode. But who knows? It's and the writer's strike just ended. Awesome. SAG's still going strong, but things should be picking up in the next couple weeks, couple months. So I'm extremely excited for what's to come. I got to stay on top of it and everything. But that's the big one. I got a commercial agent, so I'm super happy about that. Super excited. Yeah, not much else. So the next thing that I've been having this. One sec. Okay, LaCroix time. Oh, maybe I should just make some LaCroix ASMR. Ready? You're going to love that. You're going to hate that. There's no in between. Sorry, but whatever. So I've been thinking about this idea over the past couple weeks, and probably actually the past couple months. And and basically it's this idea of consuming less, creating more, or just consume less, create more. And initially, I was thinking about that in terms of content. I over the past month or so, I've just found myself doom scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. It's so easy to get home from work, you're tired, whatever. You grab a drink, crack it, and then 5 minutes on TikTok turns into an hour and a half, even before bed. You should be sleeping. You should be doing literally anything else. But you're scrolling, on TikTok, on Instagram, on any one of the social media sites. So I've been thinking about this idea of consuming less, creating more. And like I said, I was originally thinking about it just in terms of content, like consume less content, create more art kind of thing. Or just create more content. And because like I said, I've had consistency problems. Not so much on TikTok, although I go through spurts in TikTok where I'll create for like a week, then I'll leave it for like a month, and I'll create for a week. But I really want to get consistent, and having accountable friends like Paul is super beneficial. Literally, I woke up, I saw that video, and I got a little pissed at first, and then I realized I was just like, wait, the only reason I'm mad is because everything he said in that video is true. So it kind of lit a fire. All I wanted to do today was shoot, and I had some errands to run and stuff, but I think what time is it? It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock, end of the night. I've got my lights set up, just set up, and I don't know why. I feel like there's this block from going into creating, but then once I'm doing it, once I'm sitting here in front of the camera, I love it, and it's great. I'm just so happy. I don't know. Sometimes there's a mental block because I don't know. It's interesting because it's so easy to just sit there and consume, and it takes effort to actually create something. So I don't know. Maybe there's a block with the effort there or something. But anyway, this idea of consuming less, creating more, and I want to make a full kind of cinematic video about it. I've had this idea for a little while. So that is coming soon, I promise. But then I started thinking, I started realizing you can apply that to any aspect of your life. Health and fitness, consume less, create more. Consume less junk food, whatever, create more, healthy habits. But just this idea of consuming, because I forget who said it, but I was watching a video once just about creativity and about, the creative alleyways in your brain. And, sometimes when you're not feeling creative, you're not having these ideas, it can be because the input's clogged. Input's clogging the output. You're consuming so much that you're just clogging these alleyways in your brain. And with the input being content instead of, life or just going outside, like whatever, any other, pulling from anywhere else, you're literally just pulling from other content. So it's hard to have original ideas and be creative when you're not observing anything else besides this 4x5 or what 4x5, what I don't know what the dimensions on an iPhone are, but you know what I'm saying, like this little screen all day, instead of the world. So I think I've been trying to just live by this consume less, create more, and it's hard because social media is literally an addiction. I've realized, like it'll happen just like that. Like I don't even know. There are times when I go on Instagram and I'm like, okay, I need to close Instagram. I need to go do something. And then I close Instagram, put it in my pocket, and 5 minutes later, I take it up, open Instagram again. I'm like, and then I kind of like, what? I was literally just here, you know? So it's not easy. But that's just an idea. Like, I feel like I've been trying to apply that idea to every part of my life, consuming less, creating more, less input, not even necessarily less input, but changing the input just to the world, observing the world, putting the phone away, observing the world, to just have more original ideas, because I feel like my creativity's been lacking. I've just been feeling creatively exhausted for some reason, and I haven't even created much, which is crazy. And I think that's really just from doom scrolling and just consuming so much. So more to come on that idea. I really want to explore that, but that's something I've been thinking about constantly for the past 2 months or so. Consume less, create more. I don't know. Tell me what you think about it. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of an interesting. I feel like there's a really good conversation or dialogue we could have about that, and I don't know. It's something I'm going to try to incorporate into my life and live my life by, because I really want to create as much as I can, but I feel I'm either lacking the energy or the creativity to make these kinds of things that I want to, and I want to fix that. And I think the first step in doing that is to consume less content so I can create more, because I don't want to create content. I want to create art. Obviously, content comes with that. Photo and video is content, but there's also an artistic aspect to it. You know, I want to make stuff that influences people, that impacts people. I don't just want to just make something that somebody's going to I don't want to post anything just to post it, you know? That's something I've been thinking about pretty recently, and I think it's really interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes. So, let's see what else. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, dude, self-portraits and self-headshots. So last week I had to take a bunch of self-headshots. I think I took 200 or something, and my remote shutter was broken. Remote shutter, the little thing you press so that the camera takes the picture for you. I spent probably 2 hours running to my camera, pressing the button, and using the self-timer, so it was 5 seconds, running back, turning around, smiling, like that, and then just to take the picture and for it to be out of focus. Half of my pictures are out of focus because I was shooting manual, which I should have just shot auto at that point, because it was exhausting as hell. Remote shutter, I took that thing for granted. My battery just died, and it wouldn't work, so I was like, I'll just use a self-timer, whatever. No, it's so different, because then when you're standing there for 5 seconds smiling like an idiot, and you're like, okay, I feel stupid. It shows in the picture. So I only got 10 or 12 usable ones, I think. But that pissed me off so much, because you can get super creative with self-portraits. I haven't done anything really with self-portraits yet. It's just kind of self-headshots, but I think self-portraits would be an interesting thing to do. It's just, dude, remote shutter, take it for granted. If you don't have one, get one. It'll change your life. It really is insane when it comes to taking your own picture, because literally running back and forth, and the focus gets, oh my God, PTSD. But get a remote shutter. If you're trying to take pictures of yourself, seriously. I think I kind of wanted to incorporate a section of the weekly update where I talk about what I watched, movie and TV show wise, over the past week, and just my thoughts on them. So I watched Fast X, the new Fast Furious. Okay, let me give you background, because I know I told you about doing the Fast Furious tour when my dad was here. So I love the Fast and Furious franchise. The early Fast 5, but I'll even give it 6. Okay, up to Fast 7, mainly the first, mainly 1, 3. I love Tokyo Drift, and 5 are I love Fast and Furious, the original Fast and Furious. The vibes in that movie are immaculate. Come on, early 2000 street racing, dude, with the neon lights and it's such a vibe. The first 2-3 movies, Tokyo Drift, Great movie. I don't care what. I don't know why they put it out when they did, because it doesn't come into the story until like the 8th one. But whatever. But the series, in my opinion, should have ended at 7. You get the goodbye to Paul Walker. Men cried at the end of that movie. Unspecified, unnamed men cried at the end of that movie. Okay, that was some of the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life. But it should have ended there. We haven't needed 8, 9, and now 10. Okay? So 10. I watched 10. Let me tell you what I liked. Jason Momoa was really good in this Joker kind of role. Just balls off the wall, crazy, nuts. Loved him in that. But dude, can we just go back to street racing? I mean, why are they like government agents, secret agents? Some of the shit they do in this movie is like they roll a bomb through Rome and I don't want to spoil it, but it's absurd. It was absurd. That movie is insane. I mean, it's crazy entertaining, and it's not as bad as 9. I think 9 was awful. I don't even remember 8, to be honest. But I think they're doing one more. I just want something memorable that pays homage to the roots of, because dude, I love those. I watched like the original Fast and Furious the other day. Dude, it's such a vibe. I love that movie. Is so, oh god, it's so aesthetic, and it's just Now they fucking it up, but like they're making billions of dollars making them. So I mean, I get why they're making them, but whatever. But anyway, one thing that was cool in that movie, there's a lot of shots at Echo Park, Dodger Stadium, like right around where I live, which is kind of neat, right? But yeah, also, so I watched Fast X, and then I started Sex Education on Netflix. I'm usually not one for like the high school dramedy series. This one's good. This one's funny, and it addresses a lot of issues. And it's like, I'm enjoying myself. I think I'm on like season 2 now. It's really good. And it looks beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's cinematic wherever they shot it. The color, it's vibrant. I want to live in Otis's house, like on the lake. That looks insane. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying that. Check it out if you haven't. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, just watched the newest episode. Dude, that show just slaps. I don't know what kind of budget they're putting into that animation. But and the crazy thing is, I was never really a sub guy. I've always watched dub anime, but now like with the new shows coming out, I've had to turn to a sub guy because like the JJK it doesn't, the English dub comes out before. I want to watch the fucking new episode, So and that episode, I watched it today, the new one. It slaps so hard, that show. It's so good. The fights are nuts, but yeah. So yeah, I don't think I've watched much else this week, but yeah, no, that's it. I think for this episode of the weekly update. If you stuck around thus far, I appreciate it. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of Fast X, Sex Education, and let me know what you think of this consume less, create more idea. I really want to hear other people's opinions on that because I like that. And once again, shout out Paul and everybody else that's holding me accountable, because now I really got to do it. And I'm pumped, man. I'm excited now. It's not just I feel like making content became a chore, and I started not to like it, but like it's cool when you have a little healthy competition. Everybody loves that. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. And I'm either sorry, or if that's a good thing for me, I'll be here. But listen, I'd love it if you stayed, and yeah, subscribe if you want to stay, and if you're hanging out, if you're loving the vibes, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate it. Peace.